Hi, I'm Mike Cargile. I want to talk to you about these. I don't want to give you my opinion, though. I want to consult an expert. I want to talk to the expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Now let's go back and visit Dr. Fauci back in 2008, before politics entered his realm, when science was not political science. So back in 2008, he and two other doctors looked at the Spanish flu. Well, let's listen to him in his own words. He said, "We examined relevant information from the most recent influenza pandemic that occurred during the era prior to the use of antibiotics, the 1918-1919 Spanish flu pandemic. We examined lung tissue sections obtained during 58 autopsies and reviewed pathologic and bacteriologic data from 109 published autopsy series that described 8,398 individual autopsy investigations." Well, great, doctor. What did you discover? Well, the post-mortem samples we examined from people who died of influenza during the 1918-1919 period uniformly exhibited severe changes indicative of, here's the word, bacterial pneumonia. Well, what's your conclusion, doctor? That the majority of deaths in the 1918-1919 influenza pandemic likely resulted directly from secondary bacterial pneumonia caused by common upper respiratory tract bacteria. Well, how did that get there, doctor? Well, let's take a look at 1918-1919 during the Spanish flu. Now, you notice something everybody's wearing that we're wearing today. Why is this important? Because you know when you get sick and bacteria enters your nasal passages, what's the first thing your body does? It tries to isolate it using mucus. And that's why you run a runny nose or you have phlegm down the back of your throat. The next thing your body does is it tries to expel it once it's isolated it. That's why you sneeze and you cough. And if that's not successful, it tries to cook it. That's why you run a fever. But you're catching it now in an appliance. Well, why is this so dangerous? Because if you breathe it back in, it enters your lung tissue. And your lungs react the same way as your nasal passage. It fills with fluid. It tries to isolate it. But you don't want fluid in your lungs. And then your white blood cells attack it. And you develop what's called pneumonia, where you literally drown in your own liquids. That's what killed these people during this time. Well, Mike, how did this occur? Well, we need to look at something that's been occurring since August called mask mouth. And the dentists started complaining about this. They said that prolonged use of a mask to help with the spread of coronavirus is causing inflammation in people's gums that have had healthy gums forever. And people who've never had cavities are getting cavities. And they said that the face coverings increase mouth dryness, which contributes to a buildup of bad bacteria. Remember, it wasn't the flu virus that killed the people. It was the bacterial secondary infection. In fact, as Dr. Fauci would say later on, the virus landed the first blow, but the bacteria delivered the knockout punch. This is the evidence. This is the science. We need to follow the science before it became political science. You need to choose wisely for yourself and your family. Don't let this life-saving appliance become this.